when you pay tax, you need to see the outcome. What are some of the things that you are doing for us that we can literally appreciate that we are paying tax na tunapata hiyo kazi vizuri sana. Huwezi kuniambia stima, barabara ni bado ni zile zile. Na when you tell me that we are paying the debt, I'm also curious. This generation, watu wamesoma. Na unaponiambia kwamba hey, tunalipa madeni, hiyo madeni tulikopa, hiyo pesa ilienda wapi? I've never seen people being prosecuted. Sijaona watu kama wamefungwa for life, serving life sentence because they stole billions. So hizi pesa zilienda wapi? Is the government really serious in fighting corruption? Because ukiniambia tunalipa madeni, I need to see where that money went to. You can't tell me billions of money is the kind of shitty roads that we see in Kenya. Hizo mabarabara sio barabara, nyepamba zimeharibika hata already, which was done about 3-4 years ago. Alafu unaniambia kwamba we borrowed billions na zikaenda hapo. Serikali ituonyeshe the seriousness of leadership. Leadership iko wapi? Where is the leadership? Because when you are making me pay more, you should be also prosecuting people who stole from the Kenyan people. Hizo pesa zilienda wapi? Nani alichukua hizo pesa? Ndio uniambie kwamba we are paying for debt, tunalipa madeni. Hizo madeni, hizo pesa ziliingia mfuko ya nani? Because that's a big question. Sisi wa Kenya, watu wamekuwa werefu, and I'm gonna tell you, it's not gonna be the same thing all the time. You can cheat people, and Ruto used to say this, kwamba fools are no more in Kenya. But I want to tell him the same thing, kwamba wachinga waliisha Kenya. I don't think people will remain fools forever. People will ask like, hey, if you take 1 billion, you borrowed 1 billion or $100 million, hizo pesa zimeingia wapi? Because you can't tell me kutengeneza a double carriage road from Mombasa mpaka Malava, wherever, Malaba ama whichever way you say. Imefika wapi hiyo pesa? Another question, because I just want to say only one thing that is really infuriating the Kenyan people. Number kasi. Most of these people were graduate. Majority of them walimaliza 5 years ago, wengine 3 years ago, wengine 2 years ago. Sikiza mzazi. Mimi niko na watoto. Mzazi ameuza shamba, ameuza everything kusudi mtoto aingie university. Mtoto amemaliza university, amemaliza kila kitu nyumbani, alafu anakuja nyumbani kukana mimi nyumbani. You know, it's so painful. And at the same time, huyu mtoto hajapata kazi, and you're asking me to pay more because somehow somebody took some money, loan from China, and that money we can't even see it. And you're asking me to repay that money, and you are not going after the person who stole that money. It's so painful. Another thing, the president promised to create jobs. Instead of creating jobs in Kenya, is shipping our brains to the foreign land. Usitaje jina yangu because ukisema mimi nilikuja US, I was not assisted by anybody. Na kusudi langu kuja huku ni kwamba I could not get opportunities that I needed in Kenya. So I had to fight for myself. Nikuje huku nisome because after all Kenya haingenipatia the same kind of education that I now have. And now, but I feel for the people who are living in Kenya, the kind of life they are subjected to. And now, when the president, the first year, alienda German, France, akasema, we are shipping Kenyans, I don't know how many of them. President Biden, ikiwa ataenda nchi nyingine asema ati ana ship American people to another country, he will be impeached. And President Ruto should face the same, because you can't tell me that you can create a job in Kenya. If you create an hostile environment, who will invest in Kenya? Even me, I can be an investor. I can make a little money and I can do some investment. But to register company in Kenya is like kufanya kazi ya dawa za kulevya. Unasumbuliwa right, left, center. Look at it this way. Nikitaka kuregister company in US is only $70. It takes me about 20 minutes na nime submit my application online and wait for my approval. In Kenya, unaingia hiyo ofisi, it takes months, and then in Kenya, you are being taxed before even you start your own business. Umeset up a business, na hata hujafanya kitu, na umetaxiwa already. Different than what is done in America. In America, when you start a business, you can never, hauwezi kutaxiwa until you show at the end of the year, you file your taxes showing if you made any profit. Because if you didn't make any profit, you're not going to be taxed. You guys are failing Kenyan people. And sometimes I think we elect people who are smart in Kenya, but I can tell you for a fact, kwamba, looking at these leaders, I don't think we have smart people in Kenya. I don't think we do have smart politicians and leaders in Kenya. Because even thinking about, hey, how are we going to encourage investors to come to Kenya? Number one thing, munauza mashamba yenye imeuziwa watu watatu, ukienda huko mahali pa registration, is all corrupted. People are doing shitty stuff there, and an investor anakuja Kenya kununua shamba ama plot because anaogopa kuwa duped. Because of ukora, we are not making our system to be so nice for investors to come and invest in Kenya. And President Ruto promised to fix those things. He has never done that. Wakenya hawana makazi, and that is why President is shipping our brains outside the country instead of making the environment easy and nice for the investors to come and invest in Kenya. Where are we heading to? Ninafikiria Generation Z must speak louder so that somebody can listen. Because na nyinyi hata mkichagua watu, please chagueni people who are smart, people who have brains. Because when we elect these people who are using money to corrupt us, and we elect people who know nothing at all, and that is how we end up in this kind of situation. And you are like, hey, why can't you make it easy for companies to operate in Kenya? Because in America, you can't even run a shop without registering as an LLC, as a company. So kama uko na duka, register it as a company. And now you will be able to show how you are making profit, how you are making losses, and you'll be taxed based on the profit, not based on running business. What I pay tax for is not because I have a company, it's because I'm making profit. If I'm not making any profit, then I'm not gonna be taxed. We make Kenya so bad because of poor leadership. And it's really upsetting. And I don't blame these Gen Zs. They are doing the right thing for the Kenyan people. Fight on, guys. Don't stop. Because these people are never accountable. Now we are increasing taxes after, tax from tax. Do you think taxes will solve the problem? No, because you are milking people, cows that don't have any milk, and you are not even feeding them. Majority of the Kenyan young people don't have jobs. And this is the problem of leadership. President Ruto, you better shine in Kenya than even outside Kenya. Do you think Kim Jong-un is loved anywhere in the world? No, but he's loved by his own people. Same thing with Putin. Nobody likes him, but he's loved by his own people. Wewe upendo kwanza na watu wako. Kama nyumbani ni mbaya, they say charity begins at home. If you don't fix your house, nobody else will do that. And I don't blame the Gen Zs. Life is so tough. I rather that president would be announcing every quarter, like in America. Every quarter they announce a new jobs that have been created. In Kenya, we are not even doing anything because people are firing. How can you run a business that you are paying tax because license A, license B, license 3, license 4? What are all these shits for? Why are we taxing people right, left, center with regulation? And even you call for help by the state for things that the government should be doing for you, like fixing the street lights. They cannot do that. You have to corrupt them. Ruto, you gotta be serious. I campaigned for you personally. Even way before you became a deputy president with Uhuru Kenyatta, I used to support you. I campaigned for you. But I'm kind of disappointed because your focus is not on the hustlers that you promised. Your focus is on the wealthy people. Hata ukiniletea stima itanifeed? No way. Barabara, I want you to create a good environment for the investors. Change your policies. Magari, angalia magari. Hapa US unaweza leta gari even from Japan ya 1970 as long as 75 as long as it's operating rightly. In Kenya unaniambia 10 years. You are encouraging Kenyan wakuwe na magari. Reduce all these matatu kind of lifestyle. Why can't people own their own vehicles? Because you put like silly restriction kwamba the vehicle in Kenya has to be less than 8 years. Na magari Kenya ni chafu na ni mbaya hata kushinda hapa Marekani. I can drive a vehicle here ya 1980. It looks good, it's very nice, it's operating well. We put regulations that are very bad. I'm so upset, but I don't blame Gen Zs. Fight on, guys. We are behind you. Thank you so much. This is Zeph.